IBM presents the Information Agenda, an approach for transforming information into a trusted strategic asset for sustained competitive advantage. In early September 2008, Dr. Ambuj Goyal, General Manager for IBM Information Management Software, presented the first of many keynotes at the Asia-Pacific Cognos Forum in Australia. Hear his presentation and discover how Information Agenda can rapidly deliver trusted information as needed to optimize business decisions and applications for sustained competitive advantage.
Welcome to all of you. I'm going to spend few moments talking to you about how we have evolved our strategy and where we are going. When you ask the clients, do you have an information agenda? And they say, yeah, we have BI. Somebody say, yeah, we did a data warehouse. Oh, we have a team who exactly knows how to deal with metadata or data quality. But it is fragmented and do not have an information agenda. So if you're doing a customer management project, which is doing performance management around that, if you think about how that information could be used across multiple applications, multiple systems, multiple optimization opportunity, and how you manage it, you will see significant advantage, and I will show you a couple of examples on that as well. So our focus has evolved onto solution. Over a period of time, we have invested significant amount of money. We used to focus on engines, data content. Then we started to focus on trusted information. Now the tip of the iceberg, delivering the real value proposition to our clients where the trusted information is delivered. So when a client says, I want a financial risk solution, some will say, hey, this is my infrastructure, leverage it, SOA, open standards, we leverage it. Some clients will say, hey, I want to do dynamic supply chain, give me the final information intensive application for that, or sales operations and planning in automotive industry, and they really say you are responsible for the whole information supply chain, and we create an open integrated environment to be able to do that. So there are companies out there who are very good in data warehousing. But regardless of the problem, they will tell you, you need a data warehouse. The companies who are very good in BI and performance management, and regardless of the problem, you say, you need my BI solution. Companies who are very good in information integration, metadata management, master data management, creating trusted information, and say, regardless of the problem, that's all you need. And we didn't want to have that discussion. We said we will bring the right tools to be able to solve the problem because a fundamental shift is taking place. Data was subservient to applications. Now information is freed up to become a strategic asset that could be leveraged across the organization, and we will provide the right tools, but let's focus on things like customer and product profitability, and you see some of the names at the top. So now, if you go into any of the analyst reports, whether Forrester Wave, Gartner Magic Quadrants, in every product line in the stack, we are in the Magic Quadrant, or we are top of the Forrester Wave. That's not really the issue. The real question is, what's the difference between an information project and an information agenda in an organization where information is treated as a strategic asset? So let's take a couple of examples. The first example is a large global bank. Of course, I can't take the name because it's a negative example. 5 data warehouse projects in 5 years, very good projects, each successful, delivering real value in the organization. A large customer call center deployed, customer profitability at the call center, a customer information file created, millions invested, delivering each successful projects, have a strategy, I'm delivering the value, I'm happy. But when the chief risk officer says, I ask a new question to you, is your information infrastructure or an information strategy is good enough to say, hey, I have 80% of that particular information already in my environment, and I can solve that particular problem much faster. And that information agility is not there because we think about information within a scope of a particular project. So as we are evolving it, so we are done with the layers, we have done the acquisition and organic investment. The next step that we are taking is how clients can easily create an information agenda in their organization, which is not an intergalactic effort. It is just start with an existing project and start creating information that could be used beyond the scope of a particular project. So here is Irish Life. They created an effective information agenda. They were doing a master customer information project. It's another information project that they're doing, so what's the difference here? It was a successful project. The first thing they wanted to do was a cross-sell, upsell application. But when they did that, they used a couple of things. They used a set of tools to convert whatever information they needed to get into master customer information project, using business glossaries and tagging and so on and so forth, to establish a data governance competency. So change could be managed. When a client says or somebody in business says customer, then the programmer or IT analyst can think about databases and rows and tables, and the language was matched. The second thing that they did is always thought about that this information that we are creating could be used as an asset, as a service in other applications. So now the customer loyalty application uses this information, improving customer loyalty. In fact, by the way, they are best of breed in customer loyalty now. And to do that particular project, they had 80 or 90% of the information already done that they leveraged from the cross-sell application. And now they're also doing multi-channel optimization for customer interaction. In fact, now over a period of time, what they are doing is adding more information in their governance tools and others in their scope of thought, which is more than just customer. It could be related to products, accounts, other things that they are adding. So now in their organization, they are starting this journey towards an information agenda so that information can be treated as a strategic asset. An IBM company over the 2.5 years has invested in a set of tools and methodologies that no other company has done. So, few things that we ask when you think about an information strategy. Have a strategy, define and govern information, accelerate the roadmap, and a flexible open infrastructure, which is SOA based, so you don't have to rip and replace.